Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, y'all already know who we are. If not, we are the Brand Split Crew, live and direct, straight from the couch. You see right here, we got the Machiavellian PAC. We got the mob boss, Mr. Wrestling, and I'm the Mike Man, PSD. So, what we're here to talk about today is the AEW Redemption pay-per-view and the results and everybody's thoughts and opinions. So, let's get right on into it, shall we?
They do it.
All right. So what we're gonna start off with first, we got the AEW International title. It was, the number one contendership. It was a six-way ladder match featuring Mike Bailey, Il Clone, Jungle Jack Perry, and let's see, Nick Wayne and the Beast Mortos. Fellas, Mr. Wrestling. Starting with you, what you think about the match and the winner being Mike Bailey, the hometown guy?
I thought the match was good. I thought it went a tad too long, maybe cut it by about 7-8 minutes, if any. But real good match. Probably my second favorite of the night. I liked a lot of the spots. I didn't really care about the outcome or the winner. But with that said, Mike Bailey's fine.
20 minutes too long for a six-way ladder? Or that particular ladder match was too long for your taste?
I would have just cut just a little tad off, just a little
bit.
Yeah,
I can understand.
Just a little.
I can understand. Were you happy with anybody winning? Did you have a preference, or did it matter really?
I really didn't know the participants going in. I knew a couple of them, so it's hard to have any anticipation or have a prediction. Not really knowing who was going to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want Jack Perry to win, so there was that. Yeah.
I think the crowd didn't want Jack Perry to win.
What y'all got against Jack Perry?
I ain't got nothing against Jack Perry.
I don't like Jack Perry.
I don't like Jack Perry.
No, he just comes off as I don't know, maybe a scumbag kind of.
Scumbag.
Yeah.
Quick question: Did you see the promo that he did on Dynamite, the CM Punk promo?
No, tell me about it.
When he said, when opportunity just falls out of the sky, you gotta be ready. You called that?
I think I did. Now that you mentioned it,
wow. When he said it out, and he kind of looked at the camera, like.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I mean, he might as well. I mean, that's probably still the most popular thing from his career is the security footage of him and CM Punk at all in 2023. Mm-hmm. Don't you agree?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unfortunately, I wish it was a match, but Lucha Express is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely can't wait for Luchasaurus to get his shoulder back right so they can do their thing. What's your opinion on ladder matches? I know you didn't get a chance to catch all of it, but what do you think about ladder matches in general?
I like ladder matches for the most part. It just kind of, I guess it's kind of like, what's it like to open the match? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I know most ladder matches kind of be like the opening match, kind of like get everybody anticipated.
Get it going.
Yeah, get it going with respect for the rest of the night. But yeah, I like ladder matches in general. I ain't get a chance to watch this one in particular, but yeah, for the most part, I like ladder matches. I like for them to be long because it's a lot of people, so it's a lot of stuff going on. So you kind of need it to be a little longer than, I guess, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Like I said, 20, for me, the 20 wasn't bad, but I can understand his points.
Yeah.
You wanted to shave off a minute or two. I left off one competitor. Commander was in there. I don't know how I skipped over that, but yeah, Commander was in there, and Commander's been doing his thing. But let's move into the next match. We had the Young Bucks, who last name was not actually Jackson, but the Young Bucks taking on the Death Riders, John Moxley and Will Ospreay. Marina Shafir was the second on the outside. So the Young Bucks actually won this match, and there was a little bit of, some mishaps, quote unquote, if that's how you want to put it, with Moxley and Ospreay. Mr. Wrestling, I'm coming back to you. What did you think about that particular match and how everything played out? And this match actually won another, basically right under 2019.
Yeah, I thought it was another good match. The pay-per-view opened up with two really solid matches. With these four, I like everything that the Bucks, Moxley, and Ospreay do on camera. They make good TV, and it just post-match, everything is good, and I liked later on in the night where both teams were headed.
Two questions for you. One, the Young Bucks, the number one contenders for the tag team championships. We've been kind of talking about this on some of the other streams and stuff like that. Unfortunately, we're not getting a three-way, or at least not yet, but we are at least getting the Young Bucks versus CNC. What's your thoughts, if any has differed since we last talked about it?
If it's just a straight tag match between the two teams, I would keep it a straight tag match. I wouldn't do anything with ladders, unless you add multiple teams to it, because I feel like Edge and Christian don't need to be bumping that much with ladders. So
Right.
if you have plenty of competitors in there to kind of take it off of them,
Mhm.
then that's fine. And if you add any other teams, perhaps Motor City Machine Guns, New Day, yeah.
FTR if they ever come back.
Right, and this is their, this is their WrestleMania. This is their big event, so I think they should stack it.
I agree. We're gonna see. We got a few weeks. Well, pretty much about a month before we get to All In. Last question. Understanding, and we'll talk about the main event part. What happened after the fact. But as far as with Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay, is this a dissolution or him being kicked out of the group? And like I said, we can dive a little more into it once we talk about the main event. But just from this match and what we knew happened later, what do you think is the next step for Ospreay and the Death Riders?
Oh man, I've enjoyed Ospreay being with the Death Riders. I've been, all the vignettes, them training Will for the big match, them, getting his neck stronger. They've just made good television.
Right.
I sort of, I knew it was going to come to an end at some point, but it's been such good TV that I wish it would have, lasted a little bit longer.
I thought it was, but apparently it's kind of looking like they started to pull the trigger.
Right. However, though, we'll get into it more later. But okay. I was happy that that Kenny Omega and Ospreay didn't go off air as friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Pop, we're gonna bring it to you. So we know you're fans of the Jacksons, the Jack Boys.
Jacksons.
That's right. What is your thoughts on them being number one contenders for the CNC Edge and Christian for their tag belts, which will be on the next pay-per-view?
Man, I like the Edge and Christian together, but I want to see the Jacksons win, man. I want them to see it just
they going for number 4. They're going for number 4.
It's a new era in the tag team division. Somebody got to take over. Edge and Christian can't do it forever. Well, Cope and Cage can't do it forever.
Right.
So yeah, I want to see Jack Boys get it done again for number 4.
All right, and what about with the Death Riders with Moxley and Ospreay? What's your take on that from what you've seen thus far as them two tagging? Did you know this was going to happen? It was going to run its course eventually. Did you think it was going to happen this soon, or you wanted to last a little longer?
Nah, I ain't think it was going. I guess end this fact because didn't he had like the plastic bag or something like that? They wanted him to like turn on. Yeah, so he didn't do it for the most part. So yeah. That's crazy though, but I ain't know it's going to end this fast. But
yeah,
it's good to see, I guess, a change in the dynamic.
It's a very good story. So we got more. We got into All In to see how far this will develop and it extends beyond that. So we're gonna see. All right. So for the international title, since we know who the number one contender is, now let's see who's gonna walk away as champion, or who did walk away as champion. We had the Pro Star Kyle Fletcher defending his belt against the RH World Heavyweight Champion Bandito, and that match was 26 minutes. That match was long. I'm not gonna lie, it was worth every minute though. They put on a hell of a match, and let's go ahead and spill who the winner is. The Proto Star Kyle Fletcher. He did it without the Callis family. So I'm gonna ask you real quick. You've been watching this a little bit, so you kind of understanding somewhat who's part of the Callis family and stuff like that. What are your thoughts on Kyle Fletcher as a wrestler in general, from what you've been able to see him do?
Seems like he on the come up. Like he just one of those stars. Like I guess they trying to push for the most part. So it seems like he on his way to becoming, I guess, a bigger star. But but a 26-minute match and you come out on top, I guess that's really pushing you.
Yeah,
for a 20 year, like you can really last your own. You can hold your own in the ring and everything. So it seems like he on the come up for real.
He definitely held it down. And shout out to Bandito as well. Mi hermano, representing and holding it down for all the luchadors. I'm a luchador too. I forgot my mask.
Oh, I got you. He got his on.
Yeah, we got luchador over here in the suit. I'm telling you. So speaking of, for this match, what you think about the Fletcher versus Bandito and Fletcher coming out as the winner?
I thought it was a great match. It was my favorite match of the night. I thought these two have good chemistry. I expected Kyle to win, so that part, it didn't really matter. The in-ring action was great. These two are flawless with each other.
What about the time length for it? 26 minutes.
That is a long time, but like you said, it was worth every minute on that one. If you can fill the time, then you can fill the time.
So once again, it was a very good match. So we're gonna go ahead and move on because hey, we know what's gonna happen with that. It's gonna be Kyle Fletcher and Mike Bailey fighting for that championship coming up at All In. So next we had another tag team match. We had the double chain tag team match. We had the Dogs, Clark Connors and David Finlay taking on the Bang Bang Gangs, Jay White and the Straight Bullet Juice Robinson. So what you think about that tag match?
Oh man, I thought this one was awful. It was so bad. I thought the chain got in the way. I thought they got tangled up in it. I didn't think the crowd was dead. The match chemistry wasn't there. It just died a slow death. I fell asleep during it and woke up the next morning and started watching. I just could not ever get into it. Slow, plodding.
Sleep, huh?
Man, good sleep too. I slept really good.
Damn.
Yeah, but the chain, I don't know, man. I think the chain hurt the match.
I thought it was a decent match. It went 17 minutes. So I thought it was pretty okay, especially for them to know each other and they're bringing old, feuds from New Japan and stuff. So I thought it was all right. Even if you look at it and say it kind of, because the chain length and it kind of seemed like kind of off, it kind of added realism to it because they're trying to use the chain in certain moments and like, oh, I got too much slack. I don't have enough slack.
Right.
But hey, every match
their own, right?
Right. Every match ain't gonna be for everybody.
Yeah, right.
Are you familiar with what's going on with the feud with the Dogs and the Bang Bang Gang right now?
I am not. I'm not.
Okay, well I tell you what, just make sure you go and pick that up. We're gonna move on along. We'll circle back around on the next one.
Sounds good.
So all right, so moving along, we had the AEW TBS Championship with Maya World taking on the champion Hikaru Shida, with Maya World actually coming out as the victor. 16-minute match, Mr. Wrestling. What you think?
Decent match, just slightly better than the chain match.
Slightly.
Yeah, just I just felt like it was okay. It wasn't great or anything like that. I like Maya World. I thought Shida kind of lost it quickly, but who cares? It was a decent match. What do you think?
I think it was a good match. I'm happy for Maya World. I didn't expect her to win because I thought she would have taken the RH belt off of Athena.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was the direction they were going in since she didn't actually qualify. She didn't win the Owen Hart Championship, the Cup.
Right.
So I was like, okay, maybe she'll lose. Maybe Athena come out and cost her the match, and then she'll go after her and take her belt. Maybe they still go that route, and they'll just prolong it a little bit. I didn't expect Hikaru Shida to lose it to her. I thought maybe they was going to have it be somebody else. But hey, I'm still happy for Maya World because she's very good. She trained on Athena, so you can see that. You can tell.
I meant to ask, like, what is
no problem.
What is the Owen Hart Cup? Is it kind of like the King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring thing, or
in their version, somewhat. It's a tournament for the men and the women. It's in remembrance of Owen Hart. Obviously, you got the men. It's the black with the pink trim belt, and then for the women, it's the pink with the black with pink for men, pink with black for women. And then whoever wins get a championship pretty much at All In, a championship match.
Yes,
so that's kind of how they do that. It is in its own way.
Yeah.
But it's something they had been doing, I think, before WWE decided to bring back King of the Ring to honor Owen Hart and stuff like that. And it's the Owen Hart Foundation, put foundation on the end.
That's fine right now.
So it's pretty cool. And then they got the blessing from his wife too. So
that's what's up.
They know about all that. They're very respectful and they hold some really good matches and stuff like that.
That's what's up.
Have you been able to watch Maya World? I know you probably seen Shida here and there, but have you been able to see who Maya World is?
Not in deep. I ain't got like a deep dive. I just put my foot in the water. I ain't like get out of it. Yeah.
Make sure you check her out. Make sure you check her out. And hey,
I got some homework to do, y'all.
Yeah.
Still
Hey. we gonna come back to because we still got pop quiz for you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we got the AEW World Tag Team match. Cage and Cope. I like to call him Edge and Christian. Defending the belts against Claudio Castagnoli and Pac, but not this Pac.
Okay.
The other Pac, British Pac. That bastard Pac.
Oh,
so this one was an 18-minute match. I'm gonna flip it to you. Your boys Edge and Christian came out on top.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Was that was already expected?
Mm-hmm. It was.
Okay.
It's Cage and Cope. Edge and Christian.
That's right. We got the Father of the Year, and we got the Legend with Edge being capitalized in it. Mr. Wrestling, what you think about that match? Expected results, unexpected. What you think?
I thought this was just another okay match, another decent one. With this pay-per-view in particular, I wish they would have spread out the top three matches, the opening three matches, because after that, man, I feel like the show, fell off a cliff. Yeah.
Damn.
So, yeah, unfortunately, man, it was my least favorite AEW pay-per-view of the year.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe of all time. It was that. Yeah. If we're
it was
real.
It was that
bad brutal here, man.
No. I was
not good.
I was forgiving, them putting Kevin Knight in the main event spot, them trying to get a new talent over. I was okay with that, but man, it's just the matches, just some did not hit. The first 3 matches, great, solid, but then Matt starting with the chain match, and then My World Sheeta, and then Edge and Christian versus the Death Riders. It just didn't hit for me.
It didn't hit for you.
Yeah, it didn't hit for me.
When it don't hit.
Don't hit.
So let's go ahead and get on. We had the no hold bars match. I think the crowd came alive for this one a little bit more. We had Jericho as the Painmaker taking on the Psycho Killer, Tommaso Ciampa. Now, what you think about this one? Now, this one went 21 minutes. And this was brutal.
Brutal shit. Yeah. I thought the guys gave it their all. I thought the guys worked really hard. I give it to both guys, but sometimes, man, when you use some weapons, in this case, a screwdriver, a drill, whatever, drill, a chainsaw, sledgehammer, like weapons that can either like kill you or, it's hard to suspend your disbelief.
Yeah.
But with that said, them two worked hard.
They did. And I can understand it because they definitely was talking about that on like the post-show, rumor mill shows and stuff like that.
Question. Yeah. Post show. Your boys busted open radio. They turned on WWE. So
we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. We'll see.
Yeah.
They might be on the payroll.
Probably. I would hope. If they changed their whole identity.
Yeah. But definitely, I thought it was a good match. They definitely matches like that. The Texas Death Match. Street fights, the asylum match, the ring, they go crazy in that one. We know you a Jericho guy. You a fan?
Yeah.
What you think?
Right.
At his age, what you think? Wrestling.
So what's the Painmaker persona like? What's the origin behind
hardcore, baby, hardcore. He got the marks, painted a little bit of paint on his face.
It's his New Japan Pro Wrestling. He introduced it in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah,
but it looked like that was good matches. From the clips that I seen, I didn't see the whole match, but I saw bits and clips. Like they had like thumbtacks and everything.
Man,
I saw that slam.
Hockey puck.
I saw that slam through the table and everything. It seemed like what's the other guy name? I don't know.
Ciampa.
Yeah, it seemed like he almost like hurt something in his leg when he slammed through the table.
Yeah, because that ball. I think it was that ball by the table.
Something like that. Yeah, like
that
was a brutal. They kind of reminded me of that. I ain't trying to go to a different brand, but it kind of reminded me of that Edge and Mick Foley match at WrestleMania 22 when because that was that hardcore match. It kind of reminded me of that.
That was a good match.
I think they was probably catering, like kind of pulling some nostalgia from that. But nonetheless, it was a decent match. Now let's move on. This match I actually like. We got the AEW National Championship match, which Andrade took on Mark Davis and title change. Andrade won 16 minutes. What you think about the real Latino man?
Man, he just a real Latino, I guess. But I'm still learning about him and everything. So I like what I see so far though. So I'm still trying to study him and everything.
But how you know?
And you say this, I don't never get it. I guess
that's what you do. I know that. How you know? Mr. Wrestling, what's your thoughts on that match?
I thought this was obviously Andrade. He's on fire. He's hot. I want to see him have a big match at All In. And I think this was like just a showcase match for him. Just to kind of get him over. Right before All In.
Right.
It was good for that. Yeah.
How long you think he holds his championship?
Yeah.
Give or take.
Man, I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to the mid-card titles, outside of the main title, the AEW World title, I get them mixed up. I don't really, care for it. Just the international, the TBS,
There's a lot of titles.
Right. I just don't. I care about the main one and the mid-card ones. It is if the wrestler really makes the title. Like at the very beginning, how Cody and Brody Lee made the TBS title, Darby. If they make it, then fine. But man, them just pass around titles. I don't care, and I forget who holds the title at times.
That I can understand. I will say this: the TNT, the TBS, that's cool. The tag titles, the trios, that's cool. The heavyweight for the men, the world for the men and women, that's cool. And if you wanted to do the international, because the focus is supposed to be international, and that way you can go brand to brand, and even if you stuck with AEW, you can get those international wrestlers more involved. That's cool, and I would have left it there.
Less is more.
What's the national title? It's like is it kind of like the U.S. title? Basically?
I think that's like they just kind of pull that from NWA because a lot of people talked about it because that's where the NWA came from.
You get a title. And
a participation trophy. So
Online title.
Yeah.
I'm happy Andrade won. He got a championship, but like you said, it's too many titles.
Yeah.
And if you want to do away with the international, I'm fine. But I think that's where you stop it. The Continental Crown need to be there. The national need to be there.
National
And
TBS.
the Owen Hart, they'll give you a belt for that.
The Owen Hart, because you got Mercedes walking around like she's still a champion. Yeah. Technically, it's just a tournament. You win the trophy. It's a cup.
Yeah.
But
kind of like the NBA when they do like the damn, I guess the
play-in.
Not even the play-in. They had like an in-season tournament.
Oh, the in-season. Yeah. I said the play-in. My bad. In-season.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
It is.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
So now we're down to the last two matches. We had the AEW Women's World Title, Willow Nightingale taking on Tekla. And hey, 15-minute match. I thought timing and pacing was good. Willow won. I wasn't really surprised. I was unsure what they were going to do for sure. But it makes better sense to go in with Willow because Willow's taking on Mercedes. We got good guy, bad guy dynamic. What's your thoughts on Mercedes and Willow, those two women, and they're going to be facing each other all in?
See, I don't know too much about Willow, but
you know about Mercedes. You know about the Monet train.
Yeah. I know what they call the Monet train?
Yeah, man.
I want to join the Monet train then. I'm on the Monet train right now. I'm on the Monet bandwagon. How about that?
Okay.
So, yeah, I want to see Monet shine and everything because I'm familiar with her for the most part. So,
okay.
Yeah, I like her.
All right. And Willow winning the championship. Mr. Wrestling, what you think?
I don't mind Willow winning. I was surprised. I thought Tekla would win. I thought Tekla versus Mercedes was the big match. I thought they've done Willow and Mercedes before, right? Okay, I thought so.
The finals of Owen Hart last year.
Right. I thought Tekla would win, but shit, I don't care. I like both ladies. I like them both, and Willow and Mercedes will be a great match.
And I actually thought Willow was going back for the TBS because that was the whole purpose of her coming back.
Yeah, and I thought things it picked up a little more the Jericho Ciampa match, but I think these ladies got it back on course. So.
Of course. So shout out to both ladies because Tekla, like you said, Tekla's been holding it down. Yeah. She's definitely stepped up. I'm excited to see what she does next. If she's immediately going to go for the belt after All In. If she's going to try to get involved in the triple threat. If she's going to go for another, TBS or whatever.
We'll see.
But they are, her and the Sisters of Sin are still the Stardom Trios Championships.
Right.
Champions, excuse me. So, hey, we'll see what's happening next. Moving on to the last match, the main event. We had your boy Kevin Knight, the TNT champion, trying to become Jet 2 belts, taking on Kenny Omega. Your thoughts, Mr. Wrestler?
As a match, it was fine.
25 minutes.
I wanted to like it more, to be honest. Nothing too memorable outside of the post-match stuff.
Right.
But it was fine. It was okay.
You called it. Kenny put in some offense, but definitely Kevin Knight got his offense in, like you said, make him look really, really good. Let's go ahead and discuss your thoughts on the post-match shenanigans and the rest of that story.
Oh, man. If Will would have continued with the Death Riders, I would have been cool with that. If he would have put the plastic bag over his, over Kenny's face or head, whatever, I would have been cool with that. I just like Will and the Death Riders. I thought it worked for right now. However, though, I did like that Kenny and Will, are not going to be the friend bromance thing that we've seen Cody and Punk do. So they went ahead and knocked that part out, with Kenny, hitting Will with the move. So I am happy that happened.
My only dislike about that whole thing, that part was, of course, Kenny is down. He's selling it. He's down. But then it's like, you act like you didn't. And it's the disbelief part. What was all that bumping around for if you was gonna turn around and think he was gonna hit you with the bag when he destroyed the bag in the first place? Then he beat up the Death Rider. He threw the what was it, the elbow or the knee pad with the logo on. He threw it out of the ring. He told him, "Hey, I wasn't gonna do this to you. They wanted me to do this. I'm not doing that." Just for Kenny to turn around and be like, drop him, which is fine, but then say you had the bag. Like if he would have just dropped him, like once Ospreay said, "All right, from this point on, it's me and you. That's it. You know what this means." If Kenny drops him, he'd be like, "All right, cool. I see you there." That's one thing. But when he dropped him and then he went and picked up the bag, like, well, and then the Young Bucks like, "Well, what you doing?" That's when I was like, well, how does it make any sense? Because you act like you can't feel nor hear Ospreay doing everything he's doing and saying he wasn't going to do that and tearing the bag and then saying, "Hey, I wasn't going to do that." I think that's the only part that I didn't like. But other than that, I'm fine with them. Like you said, killing the bromance for the match.
Is Kenny gonna be a tweener, heel? What do you think?
I think they're gonna go more into the story, and we'll find out tomorrow night on the show where they he'll talk about why he did it. Because once again, the Young Bucks didn't just go with it. That's like what you're doing. He was helping you. You see what I'm saying? So I think Kenny will go into it. Because, I mean, ain't nobody for the boo Kenny at this point. For real.
Right.
It's no point. We know he's probably going to lose. He's going to give it up to Ospreay. And he's going to probably stay good. But that's going to turn bad for a few weeks just to lose the title. That's like John Cena level. We know you're going to turn back good. Why do it? You know what I'm saying? Because now it wouldn't make sense. Because this was his redemption for him to get the title. And now you finally get in and you turn bad again. And then you think your next title defense, you're going to lose it.
Pun intended.
Like, exactly. So unless he's going to defend it 3-4 more times between now and then, and he shows those heel displays, tendencies, I don't think so. But your thoughts on the match as far as Kenny winning and then the shenanigans at the end with Ospreay. I'm going more into that.
See, I ain't know what to expect at the end because I'm still relatively new and everything. So
Right,
I was just shocked to see. I kind of want to see him put the bag over Kenny Omega. I just wanted to see.
Y'all just want to see some murder.
Y'all already holding throats. I'm
Y'all
like,
want to see some murder.
He finna suffocate him on live. I'm like, so I really wanted to see that, but I'm like, dang, it didn't happen though. But
Okay.
I'm excited to see, I guess, the dynamics between Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, and everybody else. So I'm just excited to see what's going to happen next, to be honest.
All right, so before we get out of here, last question. Just give me a quick answer. Star rating for the pay-per-view in your opinion.
Like out of 5 stars?
Yeah, out of 5. Give me something. What you think?
I'm gonna say 4.
I'm gonna say 4. I give it a solid 4 as well.
Yeah,
Mr. Wrestler?
He gonna say 2.5.
Yeah, I mean, it's star wise, like 2.5, 2.75, or C minus, D plus. That area.
Damn, D plus.
I mean, hey, once again, every strokes is different for every folks. So hey, we're gonna just leave it right there. You guys let us know what you think. Hit us up in those comments. Let us know what you thought about all the matches. What you think about the pay-per-view? What do you think about the upcoming for All In? Who you looking forward to? Make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe, hype, do all that. And stay tuned for more content live and direct right here from the couch. It's the BrandSplit Podcast, Mr. Wrestling, Mike Man PSD, PAC Pop. We out of here.